What is going on, guys? What is going on, 27 Squad? Welcome back into another video. And man, watching Daniel Jones, his film versus the Cleveland Browns, what a huge turn from what we saw against the Minnesota Vikings. He looks like a totally different quarterback. Now, I don't know what the reason was, what was going on during that Vikings game, but he was pulling up on throws, extremely inaccurate. We saw a little bit of inaccuracy in this game against the Browns, but we saw a confident, tough Daniel Jones versus the shell of himself that we saw against the Minnesota Vikings. So shout out to Daniel Jones. Give credit to where it's due. It is a night and day performance from what we saw in week 1 to what we're seeing now, and hopefully it gets even better as we go along during the season. In 2 days from now, they play the Dallas Cowboys. So I want to go over a couple of plays that I really enjoyed from Daniel Jones. And tomorrow we'll be covering the defense. I'm going to record it today because I won't be at my house. But I'll be talking a little bit about how the defense played spectacular as well. But enough talk. Let's talk about Daniel Jones here. So we're going to have pre-snap motion from a bunch to now just a stack. And this is third down, all right? They got to get to the sticks right over here. This is third down. They recognize that they're playing really far, soft zone, and the flats are going to be open. Got this pivot here. Daniel Jones wants to throw it. Seems like there may be a little bit of traffic here, but here's why I really highlighted this play. Check out the pocket presence. Check out the manipulation of the pocket, the way he moves in the pocket. This is something that Daniel Jones is not very famous for. In fact, he's infamous for not being great inside the pocket when there's heavy rush. This is not much of a heavy rush, but look at Myles Garrett right over here, okay? Against Andrew Thomas. Andrew Thomas loses this battle here. Just a quick little step inside for Myles Garrett, gets him in and completely crashes the pocket. Daniel Jones probably would have crashed out here. Maybe would have went underneath to Devin Singletary here, but this is a more confident Daniel Jones. A Daniel Jones that is a little bit more fearless this time around. Steps up in the pocket, gets away, moves off of the spy, and gets to Wan'Dale for almost a conversion. Almost a conversion. They still converted this with Malik Neighbors on fourth down. Just a quick little, end around for him. But this was great by Daniel Jones. I remember watching this live, and I was just like, oh, Daniel Jones going out the pocket. Going out the pocket. This is not something we've seen from him. This is amazing. I love that from Daniel Jones. Hopefully we get more of that. But like I said, it's not something we see all the time from Daniel Jones, and I love that we're seeing it here. All right, again, a lot of confidence from Daniel Jones. You look how the defense is presenting as. They're showing, look at these safeties, almost to the numbers, and they're showing cover 1 here, right? They're definitely showing cover 1, but look at this corner. This is Greg Newsome, the slot corner. Look how far off he is from Wan'Dale Robinson. It's almost as if the Browns are trying to present a cover 1, but they're rolling that safety to Malik Neighbors, and they have Grant Delpit on this receiver, which means probably this is a nickel blitz. This is probably a cover 1 nickel blitz. That's what they're presenting it as. But this quickly just turns into a 4-man rush, and it's just going to be regular cover 2 man. This is exactly what it turns into, and Daniel Jones sees it, and he just fires. Quick strike, boom. And it was accurate to a 5'8 receiver like Wan'Dale Robinson, who's just his favorite target at this point. You would think it's Malik Neighbors. I think his favorite target is Wan'Dale. But this is just a more confident Daniel Jones. If you guys watch Daniel Jones on film like I do constantly, you know that a throw like this, you pause it, he ain't throwing this. He is not throwing this, and he threw it very accurately. He led the receiver, led Wan'Dale, even allowed Wan'Dale to flatten out a little bit. You see how he flattened out here? Still able to turn upfield, shake off that defender, and keep moving. A very confident Daniel Jones. You look at how he threw it here. He was eyeing him down. Yes, it's something that he does have an issue with, eyeing down the receiver. But this was perfect placement. I mean, between the numbers, in stride, and Wan'Dale's off to the races. And Wan'Dale could create yards after the catch. I love this guy. Love this guy. But quick strike, boom. A confident Daniel Jones. This is why pre-snap motion is very, very important, and that is why the New York Giants ran it so many times. Almost every single pass play was some form of pre-snap motion, whether it was to the running back, slot receiver, Malik Neighbors, didn't matter, against a very, very good defense like the Cleveland Browns. So you're going to see here, Jones sets Wan'Dale in motion. Nobody follows him, all right? which usually means zone coverage, unless the defense has a plan for pre-snap motion and they know how to change their assignments based on pre-snap motion if they're running man. But if this is zone, which most likely it is, zone coverage, what are we looking at if it is? Well, we have a single high safety here, and pretty much that ultimately means it is going to be a cover 3. No disguising here. It is cover 3. And what does that mean? Well, this corner is going to take one third of the field. That safety is going to be leaving to the middle third of the field. And if you're trying to open something up over here, well, who's going to be covering the flat in a cover 3? Well, that's probably going to be this defensive end right here. Unless this guy, well, I doubt he would hit the flats. It's going to be this defensive end. Watch Daniel Jones completely recognize this and get off of all of his reads and take what the defense automatically gives. Takes the snap, senses, cover 3. You know that defensive end is in the flat. No chance whatsoever. Dump off to Tyrone Tracy, and he gets a lot of yards after the catch. All right. Great play by Daniel Jones. Usually the running back is your last read, and he identified that, hey, this is zone. This is not only zone, but cover 3. And a huge weakness they have here is this defensive end in the flat. Let's take advantage and go off to our last read and hit Tyrone Tracy for a decent chunk gain. All right, this isn't so much of a great throw by Daniel Jones, but a fantastic decision and trusting your wide receivers. Daniel Jones, he's been here for 6 years now. He's never really had a wide receiver he can just sit there and trust and just throw it to when he needs help, okay? This is something that a lot of the best quarterbacks in the NFL do, quite frankly, a lot of the time, and wide receivers bail them out a lot of the time. That's why a lot of these quarterbacks look a lot better than they actually are, because their receivers help them do that. So this is not a knock on Daniel Jones. I love the decision, but this was not a good throw at all. Look how he threw the ball. All right. It was very awkward the way he threw the ball. Hitch, 3 hitches, and just lobbed it up. It was way underthrown, floated a little too long there. I understand where he was trying to hit it, though. He was trying to get it right around this area to not let the safety have to help out and help break up this play. Underthrown, and Malik Neighbors snags it out the air. The reason why I'm highlighting this is because never a moment would I have thought in 2022, 2023, didn't matter. It didn't matter what year Daniel Jones was here. He would have never made this throw. This shows that he does have confidence, not only in himself to get this down the field, which he kind of did, but Malik Neighbors, his trust and confidence in his receivers where he's throwing the ball like this. We don't see this from Daniel Jones, guys. We just don't do it. And we're seeing a whole new Daniel Jones. Maybe Malik Neighbors, that dog in him is infectious. Maybe now Daniel Jones has that dog in him. Now, he's always been tough. But taking shots like this is not something that he does on the regular. And I'm happy that we have a guy like Malik Neighbors to help him do that. Again, one of the biggest factors to being a good quarterback in the NFL is just being decisive, being confident and being decisive. And I know I'm overstressing those terms, confident, being decisive, things like that, because playing the quarterback position, you cannot be afraid and you cannot doubt yourself while you're making a decision. You just got to do it. And Daniel Jones in week 1 had many opportunities like the one we saw here to Wan'Dale Robinson, many opportunities, and pulled up on it because he was not confident in himself. He left about 100 yards on the field that day, and he just makes this throw. And look, you're not just getting these 5 yards, okay? You're not just getting these 5 yards to Wan'Dale Robinson. You're getting these 5 yards to Wan'Dale Robinson. He turns around and gains another 5, 6, 7 yards after the catch. So making these decisions, although it may seem petty, it may seem like, oh, KB, we get it. You got to be more decisive. This is just a 5-yard pass. It wound up being like a 12-yard pass, okay? Because dumping it off for 5 yards can also get you, with the right receiver, a lot more yards after it. And you got to be decisive. You gotta not pull up on these throws and just let your wide receivers do their thing, man. Now, I love this play. This is a missed touchdown pass, but you see RPO. Daniel Jones lobs it up for Theo Johnson. Beautiful throw. This was beautiful. Yes, was it high? Absolutely. But he's 6'6". This is what he's supposed to be doing. He is 6'6". You're supposed to be making catches like this. And you keep it out nowhere close to the defenders that they can reach this ball. Okay? You fade it back there. in the end zone, and only Theo Johnson can make a play on this ball, and he did not. Now, you can see it from another angle. It looked really high from there, but if you watch it from this angle, it's floated. This is not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay, Theo Johnson kind of pulled up here, kind of stuttered a little bit, faded back. He had a chance for this ball, man. He had a chance for this ball. Bad miss, but good throw by Daniel Jones and good decision. Keep it out of the defender's hands. This one you got to respect Daniel Jones for, man. Stood tough in the pocket and unleashed it into the end zone to Malik Neighbors. Great throw, even better catch. Look at the body control by Malik Neighbors. Catch the ball, 2 feet in, beautiful. I mean, that is beautiful right there. But keep your eyes on Daniel Jones. Look at the hit that he gets from Myles Garrett. Boom! Staying in the pocket and making this throw. Listen, we see it on TV, and you're like, oh, well, Daniel Jones and other quarterbacks are supposed to sit there in the pocket and make this throw. Myles Garrett is the best player in football right now, or damn near close to it. And this man is about, 200, I would say 275 of just pure muscle, and all that power ran into you. I mean, he dug his shoulders into Daniel Jones' chest, knocked him down to the floor, and threw a touchdown pass from it. And you can see it from this angle here. It's a beautiful throw. Again, same thing as we saw from the Theo Johnson throw. Is it a bit high? Absolutely. Malik Neighbors had to jump for this ball. But put it in a place where only your receiver can either catch or drop this ball. Do not leave it up to the defenders to make a play. Leave it up to your receiver. This is complete trust in your receivers. As Daniel Jones trusted Theo Johnson, he still trusts Malik Neighbors. So go ahead and make this grab. This might be my favorite play from Daniel Jones this season. What an absolute throw. Now, it's not just the throw that he made and the catch that Malik Neighbors made. It's what he did to make that throw. We're going to see here, this looks like single high, but this quickly turns into cover 2. Okay? What beats cover 2? The deep middle. Okay? The deep middle beats cover 2. Watch Daniel Jones clear the way with his eyes to open this up. What concept are we looking at here? This is slant flat concept, and this works against cover 2. Okay, but you know that this corner is going to stick to Wan'Dale Robinson. Why is Daniel Jones still looking that way? What? He knows that this is covered. You're not throwing this ball. Why is he still looking this way? Well, he's trying to get this linebacker to keep scooting over. And he does. He gets the linebacker to bite. He gets Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, JOK, to move back and create a lane for Malik Neighbors in the end zone against coverage. This was a masterpiece of a play. Absolute masterclass of manipulating a defense. The defense thought they had Daniel Jones because they're showing cover 3 right now with a single high. They quickly moved to cover 2. Boom, look at that. Oh my goodness, that was such a great play. And look at it from here. Watch his eyes. Motion. It's zone. Boom, they move to too high. Jones staring down that flat route, knowing that it's not going to be open. Hitch, boom, fires it in there. If he didn't move, and look at the timing, hitch, boom. Look at that. That timing is beautiful. Watch the drop back. Hitch, boom. Oh, love it. But look at number 6, JOK. Watch as he reads Daniel Jones' eyes. He's looking at Daniel Jones, and man, he's been staring that receiver down for a while. Let me start moving in that direction. Daniel Jones fires it in there. If JOK was there, he could have jumped to at least get in the way of this pass. I don't know about intercepted, but at least get in the way of this pass. This was great. On top of that, you had Grant Delpit here who crashed down on the tight end, leaving another lane for Malik Neighbors. I mean, this is wide open because of that. No traffic at all. Malik Neighbors wasn't hit after the ball was thrown. Nothing. Because Grant Delpit bit down on that tight end. This is just an absolute masterclass of a play. That's how you play quarterback. Manipulation with your eyes, timing, and threading the needle. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching. What do you guys think about Daniel Jones in this game, and how do you think he's going to fare for the rest of the season? I'm excited to see what we're going to get from Daniel Jones. I'm hoping his confidence level just builds from this, as this was a well-deserved win, and you got to give credit to where it is due. We will release the defense episode tomorrow. So that being said, leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And we'll see you guys next time. Woo!